So when you're ready to invite me to work on your chart, and you've already decided how long you'd like me to look at your chart for, the next thing to do really is to consider how you would like the chart delivered to you. Now, there's a couple of different ways I work. One of them is to meet with you in a Zoom call, and I think that's really, really suited for people that need a bit more reassurance, for people who maybe aren't so specific, that maybe they've got something that's bugging them that's not quite right, where they sense that something is amiss but can't quite put their finger on it. I'm really quite a good little detective that way. I'm trained in neuro-linguistic programming, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, and I've been coaching for years, and I'm a natural introvert. So in a natural Zoom call, I'm a really good listener, and I think that's where I really excel. So for instance, if you wanted more hand holding, more of a chance to really get off your chest what's going on for you, or for me to ask the right questions, for you to have a bit of a breakthrough, then that's often what happens in my consultations, with a video Zoom call. Now, once we've got to that point, and that could happen in the first 5-10 minutes, if we're just doing a really quick call, then I start to look at your birth chart with you there, or whichever chart is relevant to your inquiry. And of course, if I'm there on the call with you, you can ask me questions there and then, which is great. So, if you're wanting a bit of hand holding, if you're wanting to feel a little bit more like you've got somebody on your side, like somebody's got your back, then I'm here. And I think I kind of excel at that I really enjoy doing those as well. I love to connect with you. Now, the other way I work, and this is how I used to do it for quite a long time actually, was just to take all your details and then to sit down in this very spot with all the charts and then just record you an MP3. Now I do it with an MP3 and a video, so you can actually hear me talk and see which part of your chart I'm looking at, so that you can also learn if you wanted to check it out. I think the more it's interactive, I think the easier it is. But in particular, when I work remotely, when I'm on my own, I've got a much better chance of tuning in and channeling, and you get a lot more information from me. So, literally, if you've booked me for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes, you will just have me talking continuously. Like literally looking at your chart from as many different perspectives as I can see, asking myself questions while I'm going. And as I'm asking myself the questions, it's like the information comes in. So when I work remotely, I think you get a lot more quality information. And if that's all you're looking for, like the deep dive quality information, then working remotely is perfect. But again, like I said, if you're wanting to connect and feel like somebody really understands you and to get really, really clear on it and looking for a bit more of a personal clearing, then meeting face to face via Zoom, I think, is the best approach. With a Zoom call, they are really ideal for a 60 or a 90-minute call. And, at time of booking, and you'll see that in another video, how to make the booking, you can select how you want to spend the time, like in a Zoom call, for me just to do it on my own. And there's an other category where you could say, well, I'd like to spend the first 30 minutes talking, and then the last 30 minutes you just work remotely. That's completely possible. So you can use the time in the way you want. If you book 90 minutes with me, we can do 40 minutes and 50 minutes, or exactly as you want it to be. So I'm really, really happy to do that. But that's a choice you need to make. And I think it's really important to consider what you need. What I will also say is I do have a package that allows you to do both. So for instance, I've got what I call the Destiny Deep Dive, which I think is a real sort of luxury. It's a bit of a gift to yourself, where you gift yourself an hour where you get to talk and really, really connect and let me know what's going on. And obviously we can see what's going on in your chart, but I really get to connect with you. And then I go off and I do another reading, I do a personal reading for you. And then you've also got the opportunity to ask me a question at a later date, and I record a further reading for you. So, think about your needs, and then just get in touch and we can take it from there. I do work with some people on a regular basis. So I've got lots of clients that I work with on a quarterly basis, on a monthly basis. I've got a few clients that I meet up with every 2 weeks. The thing that I've learned, and I've learned this to my detriment, but I'm very grateful for the learning. I've been working with many, many clients, sometimes 2 or 3 a day. And I get burnt out, and I no longer want to work like that. So when you come to book with me, what you'll see is I put my available time on the diary. And then once somebody has booked with me, that's it. It's gone for the day. Whether you've booked for half an hour, 60 minutes or 90 minutes, I allow that I can do any of those readings a day, but I only want to work with one client a day, because for me, it's a real sort of personal time, whether I'm working remotely on your chart, whether I'm working face to face with you. It's really important to me to absolutely be in the moment with you. And it helps me to keep going. I've learned I just cannot do more than that. That's just way too much. Every now and again, there's somebody who wants an emergency booking, and in an emergency, I'm happy to work at the weekends, but I charge more for that because obviously I've got to change my life around to fit in. My waiting list isn't, I don't think it's that long. It can be 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes it can be a lot less. So, if you need advice, just head over to my calendar and see what's there. But anyway, I hope that was helpful. There's also a video that shows you the actual booking, just to walk you through it step by step. But anyway, if I can be of help, you know where I am. Lots of love.